Manchester United fans have seen this movie before. Another game, another controversial call, and now another response for the PGMOL. Amad denied. Maguire chaos given a red card and also a penalty. A red card that changes everything for Manchester United. But what did the PGMOL actually say? That is what we are going to be focusing on today. Just so you quick recap for the people that do not know what I'm talking about. Manchester United played against AFC Bournemouth in a 2-2 draw that saw the Manchester United team share points with Bournemouth in a game that shouldn't have been that, because it was a scrappy game and not much quality in the entire game. However, Manchester United got a penalty from Matheus Cunha and in quick succession should have gotten a penalty for Amad Diallo. But it wasn't given. Be it because of the context of they just gave Manchester United a penalty. However, it goes right back to the other side and Bournemouth scores right immediately after that penalty that was meant to be given to Amad wasn't. VAR reviews everything and sees and basically says that it was not enough force to bring Amad down. Now, this is a thing that has been going on in the Premier League for a long time. If you see a big player do the same amount of movement, it is seen as enough force, while a smaller player do the same amount is seen as not enough. That is the prejudice that they are having when it comes to making decisions in this situation. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a little bit difficult to quantify how much force was put in a tackle. But one thing that we absolutely know for sure, the way Amad fell, the drag, the pull, the twist was a foul. It was crystal clear. If it goes to the VAR, it absolutely should be given a foul, a penalty. Now, the referee on the pitch can miss it, but the VAR should not be missing that. You understand? This right here is where the mistake happens. This wasn't football quality. It was about decisions. And I will make you understand why this decision is absolutely abhorrent to making football the way it is. VAR was meant to come up and clean the game for us. Now we are looking at the game and we do not even know what clear fouls are anymore. We look at the game and we do not know what a penalty is anymore. Because of VAR, because of the people that are making these decisions, because of the people in the office. It's annoying to think about. You understand? We have spoken about this. Amad drove into the box. It was clear contact from Trufe. Trufe held his hand. Now, he did not pull the jersey. He held his hand, pulled his hand back to his back, twisting Amad, making sure Amad fell. Amad fell on the ball. That might even cause another damage. It was clear penalty. No penalty given. And this is where VAR has to intervene, and it doesn't. Immediately, the punishment comes on with Bournemouth's goal. Same phase of play. Ryan Christie goes on to score. What could have been 2-0 Manchester United, all of a sudden is 1-1 Manchester United. And that right there is where things get ridiculous. Because Manchester United then goes on to score with an assist from Bruno Fernandes and an own goal or whatever sort. That's what I'm hearing now. Harry Maguire, the same incident. Harry Maguire is involved in a physical duel with Evan Nielsen. Shouts for a decision. It goes ignored. You understand? The consistency is completely disappears here, because the same movement, the same situation that happened between Harry Maguire and Evan Nielsen is the same situation that happened with Amad and Trufe. The only difference was Harry Maguire is 6'3" and Trufe is probably 5'10". That is the only difference. And the red card absolutely shifts the game again, because the decision does feel harsh. Yes, did he stop a goal scoring situation? Yes, he did. But was that situation so far off where there was no catching him? No. The entire defense was in the 18-yard box when that incident happened. So the idea of Dogzo in terms of you stopping a clear-cut goal-scoring option is not really that. At this point, fans were not surprised. We are not surprised anymore. We are not surprised anymore. And I literally said it in my video yesterday. Let's wait to see what PGMOL will say. Because the last time this set of VA and referee did this situation was when they cut off Martinez's goal against City, I believe. Not City, Burnley. That was the last time they did exactly this. And then they came out to apologize that they got the decision wrong. When Manchester United could have gotten a goal from Martinez to help us win that game. That is the difficult thing about this situation. You have the idea, you have the ability to slow down the game and actually see what is happening. And you still make the wrong decision. I don't understand it. I truly don't. So now the PGMOL has responded to the reviewed incidents, because usually they go and review the incidents of VAR and see whether they make a mistake or they got it right. And the key takeaways about the response from the PGMOL, the acknowledgement that Amad's incident should have been reviewed more thoroughly is already an indictment of the people sitting down there. You said the review should have been reviewed more thoroughly. I don't understand. You had the opportunity to call the referee to this thing, you didn't. You had the opportunity to tell the referee that was a penalty and you didn't. 2 chances. You chose not to. Now, this is not a full public apology, which is a pattern with these guys. They never come out to say, my bad, we got this wrong. They will say something like, oh, it should have been reviewed thoroughly, or, oh, if we had done it, if we had the opportunity again, we would have looked at it a little bit from this angle and this. They give you all the BS that they can give you. Internal review, lesson learned. That's the narrative that they come out with. We have heard this before. And that is the problem, because they continue saying lesson learned. I think it's high time. It's absolutely high time that referees had to come out and answer questions from the press. Answer questions from the press so they can be held accountable on every situation. Now, I understand that this is me as an emotional fan talking, because when I look back at it and say, if referees start going there to talk about their decision, what can happen is that you start seeing less people wanting to be referees, because that guard of protection that the PGMOL gives them is also a good thing to protect those people. You understand? The previous incident that I just spoke about, Lisandro Martínez, VAR, refereeing error. PGMOL later apologized and admitted that it was a mistake. So they can admit mistakes, but only after the damage is done. Manchester United could have been 7 points away from Aston Villa with those things. We could have kicked on at 2-0. But the bigger issue is VAR, referees, and the combination of them. The combination of them. Sorry guys, I am not feeling the greatest. It's not just one bad decision. It's the system problem. VAR's hesitation to overturn a goal, to overturn a referee's choice, a referee's ego, and control of the game. The lack of consistency week to week is the problem. VAR isn't broken because of the technology. It is broken because of how it is used. It's because of how it's used. If you are a United fan and you feel robbed, absolutely you were. If you are a neutral and you are confused, I understand, because VAR should have caught that as a penalty. And if you are the PGMOL, I bet you're writing another statement after the Liverpool game. At what point we will review it internally and stop for it being enough? The whole idea, at what point we will review it internally, stop being enough? Because I'm tired of this internally word. It should be, we are going to review it externally so everybody can see. Let's get the transparency. Let's get punishment. Let's get people losing their places in reffing the game when they start making mistakes like this. Because these mistakes cost managers their jobs. These same mistakes cost players their bonuses. So everybody has consequences but the referees. Because right now, it feels accountability comes after the points are gone. And the funny thing about it is that the accountability doesn't even have consequences after it. I think this is a problem. I think this is a problem. And I think the VAR absolutely need to be held accountable. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the follow button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.